Here we can start a new chapter, chapter 6, lines and angles. Now we can discuss some basic terms and definitions. Okay, that you already studied in lower classes. Anyway, we can discuss that now. First point, a line has no endpoints that we can denote by the symbol this line. Okay. We can give the name of the line by using small letters like A, B, etc. or using any 2 points also we can say the name of a line. For example, this is a line L. That we can denote as line L. Okay. Then this is another line. 2 points on this line are A and B. So we can say it as line AB. Next is a line segment. A line segment is the part of a line. Part of a line. It has 2 endpoints that we can denote by the symbol, the small symbol. Okay, it is the line segment symbol. For example, this is a line segment with endpoints A and B. Then we can denote it as line segment AB. That we can read as line segment AB. The next is ray. Ray is also a part of a line. It has only one endpoint. It can be denoted by the symbol this. That endpoint means starting point. Okay, it is also known as initial point. So this is a ray. 2 points. We want to say its name by starting its initial point name. Here A is the initial point. B is any point on this ray. So its name will be ray AB. Initial point's name we want to write first. So ray AB. The next point is an angle. An angle is formed by two lines or line segments or rays. Okay, an angle is formed by two lines or line segments or rays. Next is if the 2 points are lying on the same line, then they are called collinear points. If the 2 points are lying on the same line, then they are known as or they are called collinear points. Otherwise, they are called non-collinear points. Okay, if they are on the same line, then they are collinear points. Otherwise, they are non-collinear points. The next is acute angle. That you already studied. Measure of an angle is between 0 degree and 90 degree. Then it is an acute angle. Next, if the measure of an angle is 90 degree, then it is called right angle. Then, if the measure of an angle is between 90 degree and 180 degree, more than 90 but less than 180, then it is called an obtuse angle. Next point, if the measure of an angle is between 180 and 360, more than 180 but less than 360, then it is called a reflex angle. Next, if the measure of an angle is 180 degree, then it is called straight angle. If the measure of an angle is 180 degree, then it is called a straight angle. If the measure of an angle is 360 degree, it is called complete angle. 360 degree means complete, 180 degree means straight angle, 90 degree means right angle. Okay. Then angle around a point is known as a complete angle. Angle around a point, that means angle around a circle. That is a complete angle. That measure will be 360 degree. Now these are the figures. Acute angle less than 90 but greater than 0. Right angle 90 degree. Then obtuse angle more than 90 but less than 180. Then straight angle 180 degree. Then reflex angle greater than 180 but less than 360. That means in an acute angle other side. If it is an acute angle, the remaining part will be reflex angle. Then angle around a point will be 360. That is complete angle. Now, if the sum of measures of two angles is 90 degree, then they are called complementary angles. If the sum of the measures of two angles is 90, then they are called complementary angles. If sum of measures of two angles is 180 degree, then they are known as or they are called supplementary angles. Sum 90 then complementary, sum 180 then supplementary. Then if two angles have a common vertex, common arm and non-common arms is on either sides. Common vertex, common arm and non-common arms are on either sides of the common arm. Then they are called adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. For example, here this angle DBC and this angle ABC. These two having a common vertex that is B and these two having a common arm BC. Then the non-common arms AB and BD are either side of BC. So we can say that angle ABC and angle CBD are adjacent angles. Next, if the non-common arms are of the adjacent angles form a straight line, then they are called linear pairs. In this case, non-common arms are not making a straight line. But in this figure, non-common arms form a straight line. So we can say that these two adjacent angles are linear pair also. So here angle ABC and angle CBD have a common vertex B, common arm BC. Non-common arms are on either side of the common arm BC and this non-common arms form a straight line AD. So we can say that angle ABC and angle CBD are adjacent angles at the same time linear pair. Now the next point, when two points intersect at a point, then we get two pairs of vertically opposite angles. When two points intersect at a point, then we get two pairs of vertically opposite angles. If these two lines L and M intersect each other at a point O, then we got angle 1 and angle 2 are a pair of vertically opposite angles and angle 3 and angle 4 are another pair of vertically opposite angles. That means if two lines intersect each other, then we get two pairs of vertically opposite angles. So here angle 1 and angle 2 and angle 3 and angle 4 are two pairs of vertically opposite angles. Then what is mean by intersecting lines? If two or more lines have a common point, then they are called intersecting lines. If two or more lines have a common point, then they are called intersecting lines. So here line A, line B, line C, line D, A, B, C, D are intersecting at a common point, or they all the line. These four lines have a common point O. So we can say that the lines A, B, C and D are intersecting lines. Okay, because they have a common point O. The next is what is mean by parallel lines. If the lines have no common point, then they are called parallel lines because the distance between them at different points are equal. That's why they have no common point. That means they didn't meet at any point. Okay. So here the lines P, Q, R have no common point. The distance between these two are same. This and this are same. From here and here also same. Perpendicular distance between the two lines at any point should be same. That's why they have no common point, means they didn't meet at any point. So here P, Q, R are the parallel lines.